Hello.
Hi. Arena of the Mind. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's Charles Dickson and Rob Parks.
What's your Twitter name?
Oh, @_Charles Dickson.
Oh, yeah. I'm Rob Parks. @R Parks Jr. 85. RPARKS JR 85.
And getting right into NFL news, Derrelle Revis is out for the rest of the season. He tore his ACL. If you were watching, when I was watching the game, I knew there was something that had to be really wrong because it was no contact, no one touched him. He just did his own move and then fell to the floor. Most of the time,
that's usually how it happens.
That's usually how it happens.
Freak accident, man. He's out for the year. That's tough for the Jets. That's a big loss for the Jets, man.
Your defense was already struggling. Now your best.
Now you got to depend on Cromartie.
Yes.
Which he's good, but he
can't tackle.
He gambles a lot. And he can't tackle.
Right. So Revis,
they still got Kyle Wilson though.
They do. Revis Island is closed.
Yeah.
Can't visit that. So, but it's unfortunate. I mean, Jets fans, you can throw Tebow out there and play cornerback. He might do some justice out there, something like that.
Jets won yesterday over Miami, 23-20 in overtime. That's a good win for them. They're 2-1.
Yeah.
So, all the talk about the Jets are struggling. They're 2-1. They're above 500, which is pretty good. So, see if they can keep it going without Derrelle Revis because it's early in the season. You got 13 weeks left, man. So, good luck, Jets.
Yeah, good luck. And before the Revis, I guess, news that came out, the biggest story of the weekend was Torrey Smith's brother died in a motorcycle accident 2 a.m. Sunday, and he still played later that night against the Patriots.
He still played. I was shocked.
Yes.
I was shocked he played. I was surprised. I got to salute that man.
Yes.
Respect, man. Respect.
And
then he went out there and balled out, man. Absolutely balled.
6 grabs, 127 yards, 2 TDs. He was doing big things. He had a better outing that day than he did his first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, he had no touchdowns and only 108 yards receiving. And I feel like he just played for his brother. Like they said on things I've read, ESPN, things like that he was pretty much like a father to all his siblings growing up.
Right.
So
right.
It's great to see someone just go out and play as hard as he can for, I guess, in the memory of his brother. Everybody saw him tearing up before the game. After his first touchdown, he was tearing up. It's very difficult to play a game after such a loss like that.
Yeah, life is bigger than football and sports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you lose somebody close like that to you, it has to be tough. So, I mean, for him to go out there and play. And especially play the way he did, making crucial grabs and crucial situations. They're down like 9 points, 30-21 in the fourth quarter. He makes a couple crucial grabs and they score. I gotta give it up to Torrey Smith.
Right.
He's the big reason why they won, him and Flacco.
Oh yeah. Definitely. And we watched the game yesterday. He saw the kick by Justin Tucker. People still think it's controversial sometimes.
That was not good. That was not a good kick.
It was good. It went through. You see my hand right here? Just went like that.
I don't know, man.
Just like that.
I don't know.
It's okay. All right.
I don't know.
But the biggest thing that happened after that was that Bill Belichick grabbed the ref. Like he was chasing him down, and he grabbed the ref like, "Ew, I'm trying to talk to you."
Yeah, he was
the ref
wilding.
just kept it moving.
He was wilding, man.
He will get. I'm looking like,
he might get suspended again.
I don't know about that. Bill Belichick, they won't do that to him. But I can see him getting fined. But one of the biggest things is that people are worried about still complaining about the refs.
Mm-hmm.
And the lockout with the real refs and the NFL not coming to agreement and things like that. What do you feel like the reason why they'll never come to agreement anytime soon?
Money. Money's the reason. Mm-hmm. And I heard they're like way apart.
Right.
And they're not willing to compromise. No side is willing to compromise. Kind of like the NBA lockout.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to come to a point where they have to get them back in there. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be like no point for this lockout. They're going to settle on some number they probably already had.
Right.
And so it's just bring the regular refs back. You got NFL players going off on tangents complaining. Ray Lewis. All these guys are complaining in the open media, which doesn't look good. It does not look good for the NFL. So they need to get them back.
I agree. But also the for them to find a number just like the NBA a lockout number that they already had, I feel like the NFL is not going to rush to it because fans are going to keep paying to go see the games. Seats are going to be sold out.
Oh yeah,
money's still going to be made by the NFL, and we're gonna keep complaining about the refs, but that's not gonna stop the fans from coming and watching. Like honestly, if all the fans said we're all gonna boycott and say we're not showing up to the game because the refs are so bad, then something might happen. But until then, they're gonna keep having a lockout, and you gotta give it up to these refs, man. They gotta be the biggest hustlers out there. They don't know what they're doing, but they making buku money.
Man,
they making money.
Making like last night, terrible calls. Like they're missing pass interferences, or they're calling pass interferences.
They're not there.
When it's not. Come on, like just let them play, man. And like it's just terrible. Even the casual fan can see it.
Yes, I feel like the main thing is consistency. They're not being consistent with their calls.
No.
And it's happening in every game, everywhere. There's always, every week there's a call that's something that's going wrong or shouldn't have been called, or holding that wasn't there, or like an invisible pass interference. But you guys got to know that's only week 3. These guys are coming in told on a short notice to learn the NFL and jump in where they're at. You know, think about the jobs that you guys been hired for. I'm not gonna say I'm not talking about everyone. Some people jump into a job and become beasts, but sometimes it takes you at least a month to get acclimated to what you're doing. I mean give them 4 weeks.
They'll get better.
If 5th week comes by and they're still making the same terrible calls, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
But 4 weeks, you give them a month to get ready, figure out what's going on, what they got to call, and what is that. They have meetings every week about what they're doing wrong, things like that. Especially everybody's killing them in the media. So,
Yeah. Compromising the integrity of the game. But let's jump into some of these scores, man. It was a good weekend in the NFL.
Dallas beat Tampa Bay 16-10.
16-10. Thanks a lot, Tony Romo, for no fantasy points, even though they won. Even though my Cowboys won, Tony Romo did nothing for me. I got to throw him on the bench, man.
Houston beat Denver, so that Houston is 3-0.
Houston's nice, man. And
Denver is what, 1-2?
1-2.
And Houston is with Atlanta, Arizona, or other two teams that are undefeated right now. The biggest, I think, the saddening thing that I've seen after 3 weeks is that New Orleans is 0-3. I mean, they're just. I
gotta say, it has a lot to do with coaching, man.
Their defense is
the defense is suspect.
Just.
Suspect. They need Sean Payton, man. Coaching goes a long way. You might think these guys are pros, but they need coaching. Sean Payton's a genius. Without Sean Payton, they're struggling.
Yeah. Coaches and
struggle.
And another team that struggled that was very surprising is my 49ers. They kind of just didn't show up in Minnesota. They lost 24-13. Chris Ponder rushing TD. When I saw that, I knew it was over because they didn't give up a rushing TD till the last game of the season to Marshawn Lynch. But Chris Ponder in week 3 runs it in for a TD. So pretty much they looked past the game.
Yeah, can't overlook teams, man.
Or just looked so into the Detroit game that just forgot about the Vikings the next week. Thought it was going to be ease, and they suffered a loss. And the no one cares game of the week.
Buffalo Bills defeat Cleveland Browns 24-14 in Cleveland, which is not a surprise. The Cleveland Browns, you guys got to get it together, man. They're not even going to get it together. It's going to be another top 5 draft pick for them guys. Maybe number 1. They might be the worst team in the league when it's all said and done. Because I can't really see them.
Who should they draft?
At this point, they might draft. I mean, they always draft the wrong player,
right?
Except for last year. I was satisfied with Trent Richardson. That's a good pick. But
this year, what do you think they're gonna do?
At this point, Charles, I don't know what they can do, man.
Hopefully, they don't take another. I mean, Matt Barkley probably be up there, but please don't take another quarterback.
You got 2 quarterbacks already. You can't take Barkley.
Take a wide receiver.
They need playmakers, man.
They need something.
They need to move to Vegas. Need to move away.
Man. But moving on to more football, NCAA, we got Notre Dame defeats Michigan like you predicted. I still
13-10.
I don't know what happened.
Denard Robinson, man, he got a meltdown. Epic proportions. They kept getting in the red zone and he kept turning the ball over, throwing picks.
4 by himself.
He's gonna be a like a flanker in the league or like a punt returner. He will not play quarterback in the NFL.
Wow. Probably, I don't know.
He's not playing quarterback.
How do The NFL is. I don't know. He can play.
I mean, he might. I mean, he might be able to. They might be able to throw him back there, but he could be like a Brad Smith for the Jets. You know, Brad Smith play quarterback.
He could be Randall L.
Yeah, he could be a good receiver. He's fast. Right. You know, he can catch.
Yeah,
he can run.
And I mean, it helped Notre Dame in the rankings. They moved up.
Yeah, they were 11. They probably moved up to probably 9 or 8.
So, but the other top 3 is Alabama, Oregon, and LSU. LSU slipped to number 3 because of they almost lost to Auburn, who just lost the week before to University of Louisiana Monroe.
LSU's missing the Honey Badger, man. They need him back.
So they won 12-10, the weirdest score I've seen this
year. They have games like that sometimes.
Yeah,
LSU makes no sense.
So
who else? USC defeated Cal 27-9. Your boys.
They redeemed themselves.
Did what they supposed to do.
And pretty much, I think Oregon's probably gonna come out with the Pac-10. I'm sorry, they just look really good. 49-0 against Arizona.
Yeah, them boys nice.
D'Anthony is just a beast at running back. So.
Couple other scores. West Virginia University defeats Maryland. I want to talk about this because they have the Heisman front runner right now, Geno Smith.
Wow.
He's a quarterback. He's a baller. Check him out, definitely. Keep an eye out for him. FSU beat Clemson 49-37. Florida State is for real. They were down this game. And we were watching it. They came back.
They came back. So, FSU is back. I think they just can't overlook the game they're coming. Any more games, that's usually what they do. They usually lose to a team that really doesn't matter.
Right.
So they can just handle their business and blow out teams and keep moving.
If they win out, they'll be in the championship. Unless they don't leapfrog, unless Oregon goes undefeated.
Yeah, they can't. They're not going to leapfrog Oregon.
They're not going to leapfrog Oregon, but
they're not going to leapfrog Oregon.
Oregon might get a loss. At some point.
Yeah, if the Oregon loses, the only team Oregon can lose to is USC.
Yeah, USC. Yeah.
But
that could happen.
I don't know.
And of course, my Ohio State Buckeyes won 29-15. We struggled a little bit at the beginning, but Braxton Miller, he's a monster, man. Look at this guy right here. A hater, man. I hate that.
That is a portion where I just don't pay attention because that's about stuff. Anywho, Matt, moving forward, getting away from football, NBA news. We are 38 days away.
NBA news
from the season starting. And quickly to talk about Rasheed Wallace. The Knicks are working him out right now. They're thinking about picking him up. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, why not?
You're crazy.
Why not?
That's foolish. What's the point? Why? He hasn't played since Game 7 loss to the Lakers. And now
you don't think Rasheed can still play?
No, I don't. No, I do not. He's just a big body to have.
Man, Rasheed can still play.
The Knicks is just picking up people just just to make a team. Look, you're not gonna make it out the first round. You let it go. It's not. It's just how it is.
Carmelo
Brooklyn Nets
Anthony.
are better than y'all. I'm gonna say it. That's what I'm saying. Brooklyn Nets are better than Knicks. I said it right now. I mean that.
That's tough.
I mean that. Point guard, better point guard. Shooting guard, better because Carmelo doesn't play shooting guard. So think about that again.
Who's at 2 guard? Who's the Knicks 2 guard?
I don't know.
J.R. Smith. But he doesn't start though.
He does. That's what I'm saying. We can't even think of the 2 guards.
So got Landry Fields, or did he go to Toronto?
He's gone.
He went to Toronto.
So
probably J.R.
And then
J.R. is definitely
Amari
not
is never.
You got Melo.
Amari might be better than Chris Humphries.
Might
be. It depends on what day you catch Amari.
Amari lazy though.
And then you got Brook Lopez against Tyson Chandler. And Tyson's gonna win that defensively. Offensively, you might give that to Brook.
Yeah.
But because of Darren and Joe Johnson, it's the reason why I think Brooklyn's better than
neither one of them teams gonna do anything this year. So
yeah, it really doesn't matter. Y'all can just lose the
first round exit.
The Heat owns the East.
Yeah.
And the West is up for grabs.
So speaking of Heat, they start training camp Saturday. The other teams start maybe
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. I don't know why the Heat start early, but they start Saturday.
Yeah.
Defending champs. It's gonna be an interesting season, man. They're trying to defend their crown. Lakers are coming forward. Clippers stepping up. Spurs, Thunder. Boston might be decent this year.
Right.
It's going to be NBA. See, we got to get league pass, man.
Which we do. And you need to, too. But,
NBA
keep
league pass.
YouTube pass with Arena of the Mind. Keep watching this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's Charles Dickson at _ Charles Dickson on Twitter. And
at R Parks Jr. 85. I'm Rob Parks. And we're out of here, man. I'm about to go to the Animal Kingdom probably later. See some animals, Disney, you know.
Anywho, have a great day. See y'all Wednesday. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life.
Enjoy Monday Night Football tonight. Green Bay versus Seattle. We forgot to mention that. Should be a good game.
Green Bay will win.
Who you got?
Green Bay.
Yes. I got Green Bay too. Peace.